everyone, I'm Anne Welsh. First thing I do when I get to office is I check my emails because it's always essential that you catch up on previous emails that were sent last night. I have a rule book. As soon as I get home, not to check emails, but obviously sometimes I disobey that and I check emails when I get home. My favorite website, a clothing website, because it's an easy place to go and get myself some therapy of being away from my day-to-day work. Thank you note must be always handwritten because I always like people to have a personal touch from me to know this is something that I've sent and I've made an effort to send it to them. And also thank you note must personal. It should be personal. It should be something that my friends and colleagues would know this has come from me without even reading the text. Emails are for work only. Social, I do not do emails. I do text and other apps or other social media sites. But emails are for work only. Definitely a laptop. I would not use a desktop, and especially if you come to my office, we try not to use desktop that often. Everyone has a laptop, so it gives you that flexibility. Our work is around the world, and we want to be free when we travel, when we do our things, that we don't have to always. Because the problem I've always found with desktop is that I save all my thing on my desktop, and when I'm in a different country, I tend to lose, or I have to get my assistant to send over some documents. So, but my laptop now, I have everything on there, and I could take that wherever I'm going. I have to go to lunch rather than order, because if I go for lunch, I have that time and flexibility to go from a minimum of 30 minutes walk, and I also have time to talk, to catch up, give myself a fresh thinking, rather than being out there and saying to my, going for this long, getting someone to sit down and you're eating in your desk. And I just find the better work-life balance, because people don't realize how important it is for you to have a work-life balance, especially when you're at work, that you just don't engage yourself where you're constantly sitting down and doing emails or sending out requests. So it's always good that I take at least an hour out of my busy schedule to go have lunch and go for a walk. Even if I'm not going to have something to eat that time, I could just go for a walk and give myself some exercise. I'm currently reading The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. This is an interesting book, which is a very unusual, but I'm a freak and I'm a geek at being an investor and understanding what the market is doing. And I think his book is quite intellectual and very intelligent, and I advise people to read the book as well, especially if you're an investor. What makes me nervous is when I feel unsafe, when I feel frightened, when I feel when I have the inability to control a situation, I get nervous, because then if something does happen, I wouldn't know how to fix it. So I'm always nervous when I feel danger, when I feel something's going to happen and I don't have the ability to control that situation. These things get me nervous. My last app I used was my Instagram app. I love my Instagram app. I think it's just so easy to use. You're able to update your social media followers of what is going on, and you're able to edit it so easily and take out or delete things you were not quite so happy with. And I think it's an app that really tells a lot of story through images, and you don't need to say a lot of words, but your images speaks for itself. So it's one of my best apps that I currently use. Favorite part of my day is the night time, because at least I've finished my day and I'm going back home to see my family. Because normally after a hard day of work, there's nothing that beats going back home, except I hate the traffic bits when you have to drive for so long. But I love going back home to see my family. I also talk to my little ones about how school was or how work was, and catching up on, sitting down together as family, having dinner. So it's always my favorite part of the days, the evening times / night. Getting up in the morning is not my favorite bit. I struggle in the morning.